What's happening, people? Randolph Terrence.
Literally, right when we started, you started. Your screen froze.
Of course I did. Of course. Nothing was happening until it started. We were talking. We were talking.
Yeah.
We were literally talking, having a conversation. An off-mic conversation. An off-mic conversation about Riverside's little cutesy backgrounds.
But now, like, it's almost like, it's like you're sort of out of sync. So, like, I see your mouth move, and then a second later.
Can you hear me okay?
I can. I just don't know if on the other end, if people can, if they're hearing you at the same time I'm hearing you or not. Who knows?
Wonder. Is anybody in the chat yet? Anyway, what's happening? It's Randolph Terrence.
Hey, I'm Andy Klein.
Let's see if somebody's in the chat. Anybody in the chat?
They're coming in. They come in
late.
Yeah,
they file in late. They're not stupid. They know what it is. Welcome, Thursday edition of Three Guys On. Welcome to the live chat. Hey, remember, come behind the paywall. There's stuff behind the paywall for you. That's Three Guys On everywhere you get your paywall stuff. Thank you very much, Stone. Hey, Stone in the chat. Does my voice sound good and match everything? We're Wakanda forever. That's Dr. April. Does everything kind of sync out? And y'all do that, and I'll keep doing my spiel about the play wall. Sounds fine to CalStar. Your mama says I'm in sync. So if it's good enough for your mama, it's good enough for you.
Old Man Strength says you're in sync.
Ooh, I like Old Man Strength. Hey, if you look on my Instagram, you'll see that I deadlifted 300 today for sets of 4 sets of 3, and felt very good. I haven't deadlifted that kind of weight in a long time. We'll see how I feel tomorrow.
Right.
I had pee blood. Didn't pee any blood.
Anything starts leaking.
I know. Didn't leak either.
No leaking.
No, it didn't leak. Didn't leak. Used to leak while I lifted. I don't leak while I lift anymore. So that's the gain.
What was the last time you deadlifted, how much were you putting up?
475.
I mean, like the last time.
That was the day before. The day before I lifted.
Today was your first time since the surgery, you mean?
No. This is the first time. This is the first time I broke 300. Dude, like the last week I did 255 last week.
Okay.
And it was feeling really good. So I said, let me see what 300 feels like. And it felt fine. Now, remember my last warm-up rep, when I'm warming up to workout, at least when I used to, when I was warming up to workout, my last warm-up was 315 for 1.
That was a warm-up?
Yeah, that was my last warm-up was 315 for 1.
Okay.
So I would do 135 for 3, 225 for 2, 315 for 1. So what that looks like is that's a bar plus two 45-pound plates on each side, a 45 on each side. That's 135. The bar plus a 45 on each side, right?
Right.
And you put 2 more 45s on. Now that's a bar plus 2 45s on each side. That's 225. Then you put another couple of 45 plates on. That's the bar plus 3 45s on each side. That's 315.
All right.
That's why when Pete Hegseth was benching and he was, that's 315. I was like, that's not 315. There's no possible way it can be 315.
Wait, which one was that? Was that the recent one?
No, the one before that, where he was struggling to bench and they were like, oh, he's putting up 315 because he had 3 plates on each side. I'm like, those are bumper plates. Those aren't 45-pound plates. I don't care what he says.
Yeah. The clip of him struggling, though, that was a little bit of selective editing because he did put up like 30 some reps of something.
Yeah, but they don't count. A lot of those reps don't count.
What do you mean they don't count? Like, what's you mean
his
the
form
weight
was really bad. In order to have the reps count, you have to do strict reps. That's what makes the combine so impressive. When somebody puts up an insane amount of reps, the reps have to be very strict. The form has to be very, very strict.
Let me pull this up because the video that was going around at first was his final rep.
Yeah.
where he like struggle, his feet are kicking out from under
that
him.
rep don't count.
Yeah. So, but people were like, look at this. And they cut out the reps before that because he gets up. I think he gets up and he's like, oh, I got 45 or whatever. And people are like, where's the other 44? And
it's like his pull-ups where he says he does a lot of pull-ups. I'm like, your form is terrible. Those don't count.
So, count. So then people were starting, I think some right-wing accounts were starting to post the full video of the 40 some whatever the number of reps was. And so you can see that he was actually putting up the weight. Here's the video. I'll pull it up.
Trey said, what branch did he serve in? National Guard.
So this is the clip.
Make it a little bigger for me.
This is like the MAGA account that posted it.
Yeah.
Let me expand it. And I think this is the entire thing. This is like however many reps he does. And it's a 45 on each side, right? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, that's
here?
135.
Okay.
One more. That don't count. 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 That don't count.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Don't count.
But someone yelled, "You got this."
They're lying to him. Those 4 reps didn't count. Don't count. Don't count. No, it doesn't count.
Okay.
Not
so this
good.
is he needs to have his arms almost completely straight.
You got to go to almost to your arms lock out.
Okay.
You see how his butt came off the bench?
Yeah.
Don't count.
Well, what's that thing that people do where they arch their back really dramatically?
Your butt has to stay in contact with the bench, and your upper back has to stay in contact with the bench.
So
plus that also, see where his feet are?
Yeah.
You want your feet underneath you, pushing the balls of your feet down into the ground. Thank you, Occupy. Those are half-ass reps. They're all half-ass reps. Keep it going, and I'll show you.
Now, he's also, and I think he's going for, obviously, reps versus weight, because this is only 135.
A rep out. Yeah.
So he's trying to get, because like in the NFL combine, they do 225 as many as you can go.
Yeah.
So he's trying to do like a version of that with 135.
Yeah. Don't count.
Okay, so
don't count.
More reps.
Don't count. Don't count. Don't count. Nope.
I saw someone said, "Hell yeah."
Of course they did.
So he got you got this. He got a hell yeah. As someone's going to say, "Get some" at some point. That's going to count. It's also, is there an imbalance here? This side keeps going lower.
That's an imbalance in his body. That's not an imbalance in the weight. I swear to God, that's what that means.
No, I don't mean in the weight. I mean, I'm talking about literally one of his. One side is stronger than the other.
That's an imbalance in his body. His left side is stronger than his right, unless this is a flipped camera, and then it's his right side is stronger than his left.
Hey, half of you got this. That's not flipped because you see the lettering.
So he has an imbalance in his body.
Yeah. Okay. So he's. Well, I don't even know if he's halfway through yet.
Nope. Every time you pick your butt up, you're not. Yeah. Okay. So whoever's lifting, somebody pointed out in the chat, who's ever on that right, lifting that bar right there, that bar is going up. So,
someone did yell. I don't know. It could be people yelling elsewhere on other equipment. Someone did yell all the way up a second ago. Let me back it up a little bit. I don't know if they're yelling at Pete Hegseth, but you're yelling all the way up.
Yeah.
So someone else might have noticed that too.
26. All the way down, all the way up.
Yeah, they yelled all the way down, all the way up. And
those don't count. Those don't count.
They do get, I mean, your muscles get some work though, right?
Like yes.
He's getting work.
Yes, you are getting work. There's no question. 36, 37. Now his form has deteriorated to shit.
So
okay, you see that right there? That's
he
bad.
Really? Yeah, he's hitting 40 now. He's really starting to struggle.
Bad.
The photographer really should have been there earlier. The guy who runs around to get this photo. This imbalance is getting worse.
Yeah.
See the weight sliding.
Yeah.
The weight was up here first.
You noticed the second guy? Have you noticed his expression this whole time?
You mean
not
one of these
the guy
guys?
standing right there. The guy right there. The dude who's kind of built like a superhero.
Yeah.
Have you noticed his expression this whole time? Look at his face.
This is you guys seeing this shit?
Yeah, this guy.
This plate is
about to
sliding
off.
down.
Yeah, they didn't put any clips on.
Yeah.
Not good.
You see it right here. It starts sliding.
Yeah.
It starts sliding. Oh man.
He didn't even do the courtesy thing where you slide you reach out and push this plate weight the thing back. Oh, he didn't do that.
What's interesting is that this struggle rep, he actually goes all the way up. Mm-hmm. Maybe because he wants a rest.
That's where he needed to be the whole time.
Maybe he wanted to take a quick break. And then I think this is like this, maybe the second to last.
I would almost count that as a good rep, except for all that ass in the air shit.
Right.
Push my ass. The spotter, I think the spotter wanted to fall on his chest.
Yeah.
Just going to be honest.
He gave him a couple extra seconds of...
Yeah. And again, that dude who's built like a superhero don't want to hear it.
Right.
Look at this dude.
So that's the last rep is the one that was isolated and posted. When he's like looks like he's falling off the bench.
Somebody get in here.
Look at that. That brother don't give a shit.
44.
Don't give a shit. You didn't do not one rep. I'm telling you, none of those reps count.
Well, he did go to failure.
Yeah, he did do that.
He started at failure, but he went to failure.
None of those reps count.
He did exhaust his muscles.
If anybody wants to know what good reps look like, just pull up a combine. So it's just some combine people repping out 225.
Now he's I don't know. He likes to do this where he's mixing it up with like his fellow soldiers. Yeah. So we've seen him doing pull-ups now. We've seen him doing like calisthenics. We've seen him. This is the one that he's probably the most proud of, putting up 135 44 times.
Yeah. Well,
what's left?
He didn't put it up, not once.
Well, you can't tell him that. He did one. Not quite one. It wasn't his arms did extend on one.
That's the lockout you want. I give him that. He's you got to almost go to lockout.
Right.
You got to get it all the way up. That's what the guy said. All the way down, all the way up.
Right. And
he was doing the down part.
And then that guy
I would have made him pause. Like you got to let it rest on your chest. That's how powerlifters do it. You got to bring it down. You have to let it rest on your chest for a solid beat and then drive it.
Yeah, he's still a novice with this stuff. He's
a fucking cornball.
He's a war fighter.
Fucking cornball. You saw the thing about the flu vaccine, right?
I mean, yeah.
That's the base I spent the second half of my childhood around, in and on. It was Lackland Air Force Base.
They're having an outbreak of the flu.
A bad one. Yeah. Which should not happen.
Which coincides with not that long ago, Hegseth relaxing flu vaccine requirements.
He made it voluntary. And vaccination rates dropped to 40% because a lot of people who go in the military aren't the smartest motherfuckers in the world. I'm just going to be honest.
I mean,
a lot of them aren't. We'll be honest. And a lot of conspiracy theory in the military now, shit like that. A lot of it.
It says 275 basic training recruits have gotten the flu.
Yeah,
which means they have to be taken out of training, and then they have to restart basically, or resume basic training, which is pretty expensive to put all those resources into training someone. Then you got to
occupy a rap in the chest saying, didn't someone die? Yep, someone did die.
Die of the flu?
They don't know. They just know that there's a flu outbreak and someone died.
Okay.
Which is unusual on a military base for someone to die in basic training. Also consider that that's the training base for the medical staff. So there's a big hospital there called Wilford Hall that is state of the art. Okay, it's a state of the art hospital.
Oh, so a recruit died, but it hasn't been publicly confirmed if influenza is the cause. How frequent do recruits die?
Not very.
It doesn't. They're all like young and in decent shape, I guess.
That's kind of the point. You get people young, you get them through basic.
Trainee Keon McDaniel experienced an unspecified medical emergency in his sixth week of training. Sounds like he was a
blick.
Sixth week of training and died on June 16th. Air Force is conducting a comprehensive review, but a direct link to the flu outbreak is not yet confirmed. The outbreak escalated roughly 2 months after Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth made annual flu shots optional for troops, reversing a mandate that dated back to 1945. Following the policy change, vaccination rates at the base reportedly dropped from nearly 100 to around 40%.
And flu cases jumped up how fast? Did they put those numbers in?
2 months ago.
Yeah.
So they're starting to get their shots again, right? Aren't the
They've made it now mandatory again in every branch of the Air Force, in every branch of the military, that you will get flu shots.
Right.
My father will tell you stories that when he went in, that they just lined you up and gave you shots. Wasn't no questioning. Wasn't no, hey, what's this? Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Whoop, and gave me shots.
Yeah, you don't have a say. That's part of joining the military.
That's part of being in the military.
You lose that say. It's like the opening of Full Metal Jacket, where everyone's getting their hair buzzed off.
Right.
they're not asking like, hey, can I get a fade? No.
You get your hair cut, you get shots. You know how there are people who like, oh, I don't like to eat breakfast.
Right.
Oh, you go eat breakfast.
Right. Yeah, it's I saw I'm looking for an article about them. I saw a thing where now people are
people in the chat are coming in. People who've been in the military.
People are starting to get
they did the
shots.
lineup, right? You just line up and you just get shots. Remember when y'all were a kid, did y'all get the lined up scoliosis test in the gym? They take you in the gym, make you bend over.
In middle school, in PE, in middle school, we had to take off our shirts, and the PE teacher would watch us walk up and back. And that was the scoliosis test.
I'm going to be honest. That's not the test we got. I don't know what the fuck they were doing with y'all. That sounds.
I mean, he wasn't like, it wasn't creepy. He wasn't like, oh,
like
slow.
PE teacher was making
slow. Twirl around, slow. I just remember that. I remember it was like walk up and back. We didn't even know what scoliosis was. It was like, what? Okay, what do you want? Walk up, turn around,
DL
come
is
back.
saying in the chat, because her father was in. Your father was in too, DL. They just line you up and give you shots because you're up on top of each other. You bathe together, you sleep together, you eat together, you shit together, you're on top of each other.
Right.
So you can't have one motherfucker in here with fucking flu. That's it. You've all got it. I don't know if you know this, but flu kind of cuts down on your war fighting abilities there, Pete.
Gotta have some war fighters.
DL said, that's not how you measure an inseam. Shh, baby. I know what I'm doing.
Shh. Quiet. Hey, dim the lights for a second. What are you in? 7th grade? Nice. Are you pre-algebra? No. Math 7?
Nothing about it. Just got a flu outbreak. Of all in the summer? Come on, Pete. This ain't even flu. Imagine when flu season gets here.
In April, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, on the heels of a brutal flu season in the U.S., nevertheless announced a bold new idea. Very bold. The Pentagon he leads will no longer mandate flu vaccines for those in uniform. A mere 2 months later.
Yeah.
There's this big outbreak. And last week, the Pentagon's chief spokesperson told the New York Times that the Defense Department would stand by Hegseth's misguided decision despite the outbreak. This week, however, ABC News reported the services have already been given exceptions to Hegseth's policy. According to the Pentagon spokesperson, Sean Parnell, in a statement provided to ABC News as part of those exceptions to the policy, the Army, Navy, and Air Force are once again requiring flu shots for basic trainees.
Goddamn right.
According to officials. Now, if you're not in basic, I guess you still don't have that requirement.
Well, my guess would be once you come through basic, you get vaccinated, but now you're on a vaccination schedule. So again,
but there's no requirement. You can just skip it.
If you are on the base, like if you're in a platoon and you got to do platoon shit, that's interesting. I wonder if they do that. They just keep giving you, go get your fucking vaccines. because they got a record now. Now they got a date. Once you got a date, then they could just.
But if they're only requiring it for basic trainings, basic trainees, then get past that. You don't need it anymore.
Take off your clothes. Is it flu season? Just take off your clothes.
Take off your clothes. This is how we check for the flu now. Light a candle.
God,
dim the lights.
Fucking country, man. I was from following the mighty Cheryl Eiffel today.
Oh, by the way, real quick. They say the number is 275 who have been stricken by the flu.
Oh, it's higher than that.
Can we believe that number?
No, absolutely not.
It's got to be like double, right?
Absolutely not.
Maybe triple. Maybe it's 1/10. Maybe it's 2,750.
It could easily be. It could be easily up into the thousands.
Right.
Because you got to remember, a new group comes through every Monday.
Right.
A new group of trainees coming in every Monday.
Yeah, it's that's the number. I don't know who gave us that number, but if it came from the Pentagon, you can't trust it at this point.
No, absolutely not. Because think about this: is 275 enough for them to say, "All right, we're going back to mandatory"? Is 275 enough for that, or is 2,750 enough to be like, "Yeah, we're going back to mandatory"?
Maybe they count. They do. It's like an inverse. They undercount people who have the flu, and they overcount bench press reps.
Yeah, there you go.
Like they should flip it back the other way.
Yeah, there you go. These war fighters just getting people sick. Just getting people sick.
And they don't just have the flu. They all have like athlete's foot now, like all this other shit. They got staph infections just running rampant.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Ringworm. What?
How'd you get rickets?
You have the gout? What are you, 70? Well, how'd you get gout at basic training?
How the hell did that happen?
They just come down with every illness.
Fucking terrible. This is where we are, man. Our military's ran by a fucking moron.
Yeah, but he's tough, man. Strong. Projecting
ran
strength.
By a moron.
He's got "We the People" tattooed on his arm.
And a racist moron at that. Jesus. So I was looking at to the mighty Cheryl Eiffel today. The Supreme Court today ended the TPS, the protected status. So basically what they have done has the headline of the Huffington Post will tell you, SCOTUS takes an axe to America's asylum promise. So
TPS is temporary protected status.
Temporary protected status. Basically, if you're fleeing from a terrible situation and you come to this country, you get a temporary protected status, meaning you can stay here and then work on applying for citizenship. You kind of fast track for citizenship. They've taken that away. And who did that apply to? Haitians.
Everyone?
Venezuelans. No.
I thought it was Haitians
South Africans and everything? Haitians.
Haitians, okay.
Venezuelans.
Yeah.
Those are the big ones.
Syrians also, right? Was it Syria
Syrians too,
that had that?
It's fucking
I'm gonna look it
bad.
up.
It's fucking bad. Because they said at one point, I'm really looking for Cheryl Eiffel.
Yeah, it's Syria, and Haiti is in there too, obviously.
Yeah, I should have just had it. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's just those three countries for now.
Let me see here. Okay, this is Cheryl Eiffel. Listen, this TPS decision is catastrophic for the 350,000 Haitians and thousands of Syrians who are in imminent threat of being expelled from our country. But do not let slide that by deeming that Trump's TPS decision was likely not driven in part by racial animus, this court has effectively made it impossible to prove a claim of racial discrimination. Just like that. I did the I did the finger snap. I don't know if she did. This is what the three dissenters have been trying to tell us. The majority is not just in the tank for Trump. They reject the very idea of anti-Black racism, taking account of race to give Black people a chance to elect political representatives of their choice. Racism. Saying that Haitians, as opposed to Norwegians and Swedes, are poisoning the blood of our country is not overtly racial. They said that we're not doing this because of race. We're doing this because of whatever. And they were like, the president and the vice president made it about race when they said that they gave the statements. They said they're poisoning the blood of this country. They're bringing all this hateful stuff in this country, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, no, we're not recognizing that. This is why I say that talking to somebody about race is a trick bag. It's a trick.
You just muted yourself. Unless big race got you.
Big race strikes again.
Okay.
It's a trick bag. All the person has to do is say, no, it's not. And that's it. Now it's codified into law. We heard the president make racist statements about Haitians. We heard the vice president make racist statements about Haitians. We heard their guy, this administration's Joseph Mengele. We really need a name for Stephen Miller. I don't know. Be honest.
I mean, yeah, there's like nicknames out there, but I don't know if anyone has really captured the whole essence.
Right. We've heard him make racist statements we've heard the whole administration make racist statements about these people. So that's brought up in court, and the Supreme Court simply says, no, it's not. And that's it. Gargamel Jr. That's a good one. Thank you, Trey. GJ.
Gargamel. He's got a Gargamel quality to him.
He does. It's a trick bag. They're sentencing these people to death. And you know the real illmatic thing? You know what's really illmatic about this? Amy Coney Barrett's 2 of her children are adopted from Haiti.
Right.
That's fucking sick.
Well, they're not in TPS status, so
it's fucking sick. It's fucking sick. And she voted to send people who look like her children back to death. Nosferatu, that's a good one, Ash.
The ruling restricts the ability of the immigrants and immigrant rights groups to sue the government over TPS determinations and alleged it violated federal law when it terminated the program. Of course, conservative majority, I think this was 6-3, right? Also said the plaintiffs from Haiti are unlikely to succeed in arguing that the Trump administration violated the Constitution's guarantee of equal protection because it was motivated by race. Can't win that argument because they can just say, no, it wasn't.
Sometimes it's a trick bag.
Yeah. Statements from Mr. Trump and former Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem, whatever happened to her, expressed policy views that could rest on race-neutral justifications, Alito wrote. So as long as there's some kind of plausible deniability, then it wasn't about race.
There's always plausible deniability when it comes to race.
Right.
Always. All I have to do is say, no, it wasn't.
Alito wrote that one such explanation could be that the current administration, which has terminated every TPS designation that has come up for renewal, simply opposes the TPS program. At least it has been implemented as it has been implemented in the past. So, I mean, it could just be against temporary protected status in general. You mean
like the South Africans that are here now? The 650,000 South Africans they let in?
It's totally different. Who are you talking about? Which ones?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know. Do they have TPS status or do they have a different status? It could be like putting a fine point on it. That they did it slightly differently, so it's okay.
So you want me to just want me to disregard the things that he said?
Oh, well, no, just disregard.
He just be talking.
Disregard how he meant it. He didn't mean it like that.
Okay, Andy. There you go, Andy.
Alito basically is like, you don't know him like I do.
Yeah.
He's not that bad.
Yeah.
In a dissenting opinion joined by justices by Sotomayor and Ketanji Brown Jackson, Justice Elena Kagan wrote that the plaintiffs in the case deserve better than today's decision. True enough, the TPS is a temporary program and that it did not promise the plaintiffs never-ending humanitarian protection, but the law prevents the program from ending as it likely did here without the required consultations about country conditions and, as to Haiti, with impermissible race-based considerations tainting the decision. Kagan said that as a result of the decision, hundreds of thousands of lives will be uprooted while litigation continues in the lower courts. The White House cheered the Supreme Court's decision, saying in a statement that it affirms Mr. Trump's belief that temporary protected status is meant to be temporary.
Bullshit. All of MAGA is jumping up and down, calling these people leeches on the system and blah, blah, blah. They're all jumping up and down. Megyn Kelly was just on talking big shit. I'm sure Stephen A. Smith will be happy about it.
They're eating the dogs.
Yeah. Thank you, Andy. You have one of the drops right there.
All of our dogs are safe now.
Yeah.
They're eating the cats.
So are our cats.
Nothing racist about those statements, huh, guys?
They're eating the pets.
Nothing racist about those statements.
At first he was like dogs, and it was like also cats, and he was like, you know what? If you have an iguana, if you any pet, if you have a tarantula, if you're the snake guy, the weird snake guy at the end of the street, they're gonna come eat your snake too. Any pet.
The guy likes to walk around with a snake around his neck.
Yeah, just like, hey man, you want to touch it? Touch it. You want to? Don't eat it. What do you do? Oh, fucking Haitians eating my snakes.
Touch it guy is the guy with the tarantula. It's tarantula guy. That fucking guy.
Tarantula guy is you want to let it walk up your arm.
Let it walk up your arm, man.
Let him walk up your arm. They're very docile, actually. They're actually very docile. Don't tremble. It'll sense it. It'll sense it. Stop shaking. Whoa. Yeah. His tarantula is named Nosferatu.
Ash said some folks have pet chickens. Listen, Ash, I've said this before. If you live around Mexicans for any length of time, you're gonna hear a rooster crow. I can tell you point blank. Yeah, they got chickens. They ain't pets.
Well, but they're not killing them, though. They're earning their keep, right?
Aren't they killing them, Andy?
Are they laying eggs? Are they getting eggs off of them?
Some. Yeah. Okay. Man, this cat I used to work with, his brother, he had a whole coop in his backyard. He would fucking kill a chicken in a second.
Oh, I don't even know how people
kill
do
it,
that.
Pluck it, cook it.
People do that with. I mean, it's common for people to kill or cook crabs alive, like boil them alive, and lobster.
Well, you don't cook the chicken alive. You cut its head off.
Right, but I'm saying like people do like kill their food while to eat it. Like that's a thing. I've when I was a kid, like we had crabs a couple times. Our neighbors used to get crabs, and it was just normal to me as a kid. But now I'm like, I could never do that. Or lobster, I could never stick that thing in their head to kill them, and then like cut them open. I couldn't do that. Granted, I eat meat, so someone else's problem.
Somebody else is the killer for Andy.
I had pork chops earlier, but I didn't think about I didn't have to kill the thing.
Somebody murked up a pig for Andy.
Yep.
Don't worry, Mr. Klein. I got it.
Pow! I appreciate that. You should be paid more. You should definitely get paid more for whatever you're doing.
Here's what they told me. They told me his technique, Gathan's technique. He would put them in a bag, like a burlap sack.
The chickens?
He put the chicken in a burlap sack and stick the head out of this burlap sack.
Okay.
Cut the head off, and then just grab it inside the bag, let it just thrash around. Because they thrash around after you cut the head off. Let it just thrash around.
That's the expression. You're running around like a chicken with his head cut off.
Then let them finish thrashed around. Then you got to get to plucking. You got to pluck it, cut the feet off.
It just seems like
cook it.
Yeah.
It's very labor intensive, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I mean, you can't if you're using a chicken to lay eggs and take its eggs. I guess you have to keep it alive and healthy.
Yeah,
the hen. You can even give that one a name. You can't name the chicken you're going to whose head you're going to cut off later. You can't get attached.
No, you don't get attached.
You got to keep your distance from that chicken.
Those chickens.
Yeah, there are people who they raise their meat and they kill it. And the people go out hunting, they kill a deer
and this was in suburban San Antonio in a backyard. In a backyard in a neighborhood subdivision.
This is why you need HOAs. See, I'm pro HOA just for the chickens. I don't want any roosters crowing at 4:30 in the morning.
4 fucking 30. It's insane.
I'm just getting to bed.
Insane. Yeah, this racism, and this now sets the precedent for other racism. His name is Drumstick. That is a good name. Come over here, Drumstick.
Oh. Name it 2-piece.
Yep, 2-piece.
It's actually an 8-piece.
Yeah, 8-piece.
8-piece.
Come on through, 8-piece. Yeah, this is the racism is just, there's no bottom to the end of the racism. You're just not. And by the way, all they have to do is say it's not racism.
Right. It could be racism, but as long as it could be something else,
right,
we're good.
Right.
Could be anything else. Just like the maps. It could be a partisan gerrymander.
Right.
Which is okay. We're not going to acknowledge the role that race plays in the formation of parties. It's just a partisan gerrymander. We're not going to zoom out at all. So yeah, it's the same idea. It's just some other reason, as long as the other reason doesn't even have to really be plausible. The person just has to state that that's their reason. They can just say it. It's not about race.
Nope, that's all I got. But it's always been like that. Everybody does it, not just in this case, and not just in this case. Kevin Hart did it. Well, it's not about that. He's just a joke. Everybody does it. And then if you ask him, it's not about race. Stephen A. Smith, it's not about race. It's not about race. You don't think that this murder trial that this kid's about race? You don't think it had nothing to do with it? Oh, it's not about race. No, then why did they take all the black people off the jury?
Right.
Oh, they just happened to say that really all the black jurors just.
Also, it could they don't sort of leave room for it. Could be race and other things. It has to be 100% about race or 0. Like, yeah, it could be race plus something else. It could be race plus other things, but race is a factor. And they sort of make it the 0-something where it's either all about race or none about race. And so that doesn't leave any nuanced conversation. I was watching, I'm going to pull it up. I saw this clip from, it looks one of these MSNBC, MS Now, did some panel with Trump voters who have left the cult.
Oh, Jesus Christ, these fucking people.
And I'm like, it's just so weird seeing this 10 years in, 11 years in to Trumpism. The level of like, I don't know, just dissonance, delusion that these people had. Because you gotta be easily fooled to buy into this shit. This is the hold on.
We all have about supporting Trump. Hearing you guys talk about MAGA and about supporting Trump, it sounds like you're talking often about like a cult that's damaging.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
We all have a need for community. Our species yearns for a communal existence. And what MAGA does provide is a place where people feel seen and heard and recognized, and some of their very valid fears and concerns are acknowledged.
See, it's the same kind of thing where you're removing the race part and just saying they have very valid fears. Fears of what? What fears are being stoked in the MAGA world, you know?
I wonder what they would have been.
Very valid fears of what? Of who? Of what communities?
Very valid fears and concerns are acknowledged and validated. We used to say, we're not in the cult, the outside world is the cult, and we're not the crazies, the outside world are the crazies.
And they made me watch a documentary on January 6th, and I didn't even know what happened on January 6th prior to the PBS documentary. And I looked at him and I said, Scott, did that really happen? And he was like, where have you been? It's so hard.
Let me stop you right there. You didn't, I don't understand reporters. Okay.
Have you been?
I say this because a reporter that I actually know very well posted something about the reflecting pool today, and I almost unfriended her. But as a reporter, when she says, I didn't even know about January 6th. I then, as a journalist, go, let me stop you right there. I'm sorry. Did you just tell me? Okay, Andy, you're the girl. Let me stop you right there.
I was watching this documentary on January 6th, and I turned, and it was on PBS, and I turned and I was like, is this real? Did this really happen?
Let me stop you right there. Are you telling me that you didn't know that January 6th, what happened on January 6th? Are you saying that?
Yeah, it was like a tourist visit, right? Is that not right?
Let me stop you right there. Where have you lived for the last few years? Have you not lived in this country?
I was living in Ohio, but then they started eating the dogs and cats.
Let me stop you right there.
So I had to move.
Let me just stop you right there. You were living in Ohio, America. It's not like Ohio on the moon. You were living in Ohio, America.
Yeah, USA.
Not Ohio, Jupiter, or Ohio, Mars, or Ohio, Pluto.
I was like, January 6th of what year? When did this happen? Is this AI?
Yeah. Okay. Listen, where's the producer at? Yeah, we're going to wrap this up.
Go ahead.
I don't want to talk to these people anymore. Thank you all. You've been great. Thank you. Get the fuck out of here.
Are you real? Are you a real person?
Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck, man?
What the hell?
That whole thing is me getting up and getting out of the chair.
Where am I?
Jesus fucking Christ.
You're the first reporter to storm out of his own interview.
Jesus fucking who booked these? And then you hear me in the background. Who booked these motherfuckers, man? Where's the screener process?
The journalist storms out of his own interview while talking to former MAGA people who are no longer MAGA people. I'm gonna see what the end of this goes like.
So hard for. I said,
go back.
Scott, did that really
go all the way
happen?
back to
and
her.
He was like,
They're the crazy.
Fuck.
And they made me watch a documentary on January 6th, and I didn't even know what happened on January 6th prior to the PBS documentary. And I looked at him and I said, Scott, did that really happen? And he was like, where have you been?
It's so hard for people because I said it's not that you're dumb. You were fooled. That's incredibly hard.
Oh, you're dumb
to admit.
You're fucking dumb.
Both can be true. The thing is, both of those can be true. You have to be foolable.
Yeah.
To be fooled.
It helps to be dumb to be foolable.
Right.
Those things kind of go hand in hand.
Like you were fooled,
dummy.
but that's going back to what the first guy said, is that they sort of welcome you in and validate your anger and your fears and your grievances. You're willing to buy in.
Yeah.
Because you want to point your finger at someone who's the source of your problems. And usually that person is on the left, and quite often they are not straight and not white. And you want to say, and you can feel validated in doing that and pointing your finger. Oh, the economy sucks where I live. It's their fault. Social issues suck. It's their fault. I'm afraid all the time. It's their fault. I'm uncomfortable. It's their fault. So you make yourself foolable because you want to buy into this. It's not just that they just found dumb people or people who could be easily fooled. These people are willing participants.
It's so hard for people. Because I said it's not that you're dumb. You were fooled. That's incredibly hard to admit.
We are in the United States of algorithms right now, and
nah.
Well, that's true.
Okay. This is that thing where I was saying. I still say it. I still believe it. The soil has to be willing to take to where that can grow root in. There has to be a fertile soil for that.
Right. Well, and I guess the counter to that is that, I mean, if you're going to go with the soil analogy, soil changes. Some things can grow today that couldn't grow in that soil 10 years ago, because of nutrients and things that are there or missing. And 10 years from now, something else will thrive where something that can't grow
your
today.
soil was ready for that, for this bullshit. And now you're sitting there saying, is that a real thing? You fucking moron. Yes.
Did that really happen? January, what?
And you didn't, all those trials, all those things that were going on. Someone got impeached behind this.
Remember the committee?
You haven't seen any of the footage?
Even Mitch McConnell denounced January 6th.
Yeah.
Like there's footage within like a week or two of it going, I am appalled and this is beyond the pale.
So I'm saying you were off the planet. You were off the planet for a few years? Do we have a space program I don't know about that's going on that's taking just middle-aged white women to space?
I joined Space Force, but then I got the flu in boot camp. And I was in the infirmary. I missed all of it.
To admit.
We are in the United States of algorithms right now, and MAGA media is very efficacious, it's very effective, and it's very disciplined.
Yeah, but you believed it.
Right. I mean,
you believed the nonsense. You believed all the lies. You believed all the lies. You believed all the lies. And didn't even think to question them. Didn't even think.
Yeah. He's right. MAGA media is, propaganda is a form of persuasion, and they push all this propaganda on people and all that stuff. Fine. Now you see the light. You've come out of this cult. But fucking 11 years? Like how many times did you vote for a MAGA candidate before you finally realized it? That's the thing about it. It's not just, we were fooled once. We were fooled for a quarter of our lives. 'Cause some of these people are like 40. You know what I mean? So a third of your adult life, you've been fooled by this. When you had the ability to think critically, you've been fooled by this.
And by the way, everyone within the sound of our voices, you are expected to welcome all those people back. These are the people you are expected to just hang out with and educate.
Right.
I don't have a teacher certificate. I don't have that. I don't have that.
On January 6th.
I have multiple personal training certifications. That's where my specialty lies. I have multiple certification. I'm a second-degree black belt. That's where my certifications lie. I can teach you all about that.
I don't think they should learn how to fight. You don't need to teach them anything. It's just so bizarre, like still to this day. I mean, this is like a new version of the disillusioned Trump voters in a diner in Ohio.
That's
it's
all
like
it is.
that.
That's all it is. It's never stopped.
I do have I'm interested. Like I have a fascination with hearing these people explain. I had no idea that someone didn't know that January 6th happened.
Yeah.
I would have thought, they just, in their mind, they remixed it as a fairly peaceful visit with a couple agitators, a couple bad actors, but overall, like that's how they talk about it. I didn't realize there's someone out there that's like, I was busy being a trad wife. I don't watch the news or whatever.
I didn't even know this was happening. I was milking a cow.
Right. I was milking old Bessie out there. It took a long time.
I didn't even know this was happening. You didn't know this was happening. You didn't.
Is
you just had no idea.
Did this really happen?
You had no idea.
So on one hand, I guess kudos to them for putting themselves out there like that, because all they're going to do is get ridiculed by shows like this one.
Well, if you don't know that if you don't know that this is happening, if you don't know this has happened, then you don't know that you'll be ridiculed.
Yeah, you might not
know that. You can't know that.
I'm more interested, I think, in how did you get there? How did you get to the point where your head is that far in the ground? Like I want to know the backstory leading up to you becoming MAGA. Like, did you have any awareness of the world around you before that? I don't know how honest they would be. They're being pretty honest, it seems, in this conversation, but they need to deconstruct everything that led up to getting into the cult, not just being in it and getting out.
Goddamn ridiculous, man.
The MAGA machine is very powerful. It is.
It is.
I'm not doubting that. But they get you in their little they get you in their clutches, and then they work on you, but fucking think critically. Like you're an adult.
I know you didn't just say think critically.
You're an adult.
When it comes to those people. I know you didn't just do that.
I was like, January 6th, 2018? What are we talking about? When?
What could that possibly be?
When did this happen?
Huh?
Yeah, it seems disingenuous. But if they're sincere, I got a lot more questions. Just for my own curiosity, not even to welcome them back in. I'm just like, what? Okay. What does your news tell you?
I'm done with welcoming these people in, man.
Yeah, I don't think that's. I mean, that might be their goal, but that's not mine. My goal is just out of curiosity, just sheer curiosity. Like, how does it get there?
Just for the clownability of it.
Well, people read books about cults, not because they want to pull people out of cults, just because they are interested. I'm interested to see, like, how does your mind twist around to that and twist around all that shit for years, 10 years. It's like remember the Weekly World News back when that was on shelves?
Yeah.
And they would always, every now and then, they would run a story of like, Japanese World War II soldier crawls out of a bunker last week. Didn't know the war was over.
He was stuck in the woods guy.
Yeah,
for
didn't know
30
the war
years.
was over. Had no idea that the war was over. He was hiding this whole time, eating squirrels. Like, it's that level of delusion.
Jesus
It was that.
Christ.
And it was also Bat Boy was the Weekly World News.
Bat Boy was always around.
Bat Boy lives. Bat
Weekly
Boy
World
returns.
News. Bat Boy never did an interview.
No,
Bat Boy never went to a party. Bat Boy never showed up on a red carpet. He just existed.
Bat Boy was like, "Can you just let me live, man? I'm not trying to be famous."
How has no one written a Bat Boy movie?
I don't know.
Someone has to write the Bat Boy movie where Bat Boy is like is an internet superstar. He's an influencer. Bat Boy's an influencer.
I mean, he could be if there was a real Bat Boy.
He would be. If there was a Bat Boy today, he'd be an IG star.
And this is not like a Batman spinoff. This is an actual
no. Bat
boy who looks like a bat. And they had didn't they do like a running thing of like,
thank
Bat
you,
Boy
Ash.
returns.
Ash said that's a good Stephen Miller nickname, Bat Boy.
That's actually, you know what? I'm going to pull a picture of Bat Boy. Hold on a second.
I remember him looking a lot like Stephen Miller.
Oh, you know what? That's not bad at all. I'm going to pull it on screen. It's in the realm. It's in the ballpark of Stephen Miller. If he made this face, and I guess I don't know what his teeth look like, but if he had these teeth, this would be Stephen Miller. I'll put it on screen. Yeah, like this one. This guy right here. Bat child found in cave. That's from like 30 years ago. So that might actually be Stephen Miller. Maybe Bat child was found in a cave. And then they took this little child to live with a family, and he grew up to be Stephen Miller. I mean, it looks like him.
It does look like him.
Bat Boy fights in Iraq. Like, what? He's biting Saddam Hussein? The Weekly World News was ridiculous. Half human, half bat locked up in medical lab.
How have we not written a movie where Bat Boy is like Forrest Gump, where he pops up in all those pictures?
I mean, that's basically what they did at Weekly World News. Bat Boy captured.
How has no one done the Weekly World News movie? But don't do a series, just do it as it's like, well, just do it as what it is.
I'm assuming that these were comedy writers. Like, were they? Who was writing that paper? It had to have been comics, right?
You would think.
Bat Boy fights in Iraq. Tony Blair and President Bush order mutant to find Saddam Hussein. Bat Boy becomes a member of the Trump administration. Yeah, that could be Stephen Miller, like from years ago as a child. Bat Boy lives.
Yeah, Bat Boy. Batty. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're in a bad position in this country. I see people. I was listening to somebody talk about today about the fencing around the bed. That's what the reporter I was listening to talk about it when she was just going on and on about the lies that the Trump administration was spewing. And I was like, as a reporter, you're just going to say the lies they're saying? It doesn't.
Well, now the Park Service is repeating the lies. The Park Service is saying, like on the record, that that vandals cut the lining. And now there's a video of a woman at like 4 a.m. from far away. The video is just one of those like just security, camera videos, reaching in to the pool and taking a piece of something out. And it's like, we're on the lookout. We're looking for this woman. Like, it all points bullets in APB for this lady who she vandalized. Yeah. She didn't, first of all, she didn't cut a 350-foot slit in the lining. That's an entire football field.
Well, Bad Boy did it.
It was Bad Boy. He did it with his teeth, his razor sharp back.
Came in with his teeth. Bad Boy can breathe underwater. Of course he can.
There's a, here, this is an article. Reflecting pool liner was cut with a sharp knife or razor.
If
National
I
Park
reach
Service
into
says
the water and I pull out something that's floating on the water, how is that vandalism?
Here's another angle. One day, Trump says vandals, plural, have destroyed the reflecting pool.
Right.
A day before that, he says, I made D.C. like the safest city in the country with all the National Guard. So how can crime be running rampant on the mall? Remember, the National Guard really just hangs out on the mall.
Right.
They're not going to Southeast,
No.
So how can both be true if D.C. is like such an ultra safe city and there's National Guard everywhere, but also vandals, plural, are destroying the reflecting pool, and they haven't even connected. How does cutting a slit lead to algae growth? They haven't even actually combined those two stories. Like, algae growth was the issue.
Right.
By
the way, there are many, many scientists and botanists and actual pool people who will tell you exactly how that algae grow. They are all over the web telling people how does algae grow in our pool.
Maybe driving a motorcade across the liner
doesn't help. Doesn't help.
The presidential limo is like 14,000 pounds.
Yeah, doesn't help.
It's
you introduced it. So you introduced all of these irritants and stuff onto the surface that hadn't dried all the way. Okay, it's not to be driven on. It's not to be driven on, but you drove on it.
It's the weight
I don't
of
even
a
understand
semi.
what was the purpose of you driving on it, you jackass.
Because it's vanity. It's all vanity.
Yeah.
It's all Trump's vanity.
So then you drive on it. Okay. First of all, let's back up. Let's just back up. First of all, you made the decision to do this. That's the first thing. And no one told you, hey, you shouldn't do that.
Right.
No one said that. That's the first problem. We don't need to do that. What are we doing that for? No one did that. With a straight face, by the way, like, no, what? No, we're not doing that. Why would you want to do that? And no one did that. So that's the first thing. It was, I'm going to do the reflecting pool. And everybody went, oh, that's a great idea. That's what everybody did. So you choose to do that. Then you think, okay, well, who am I going to get to do this? Hey, I know a guy.
I got a guy.
And then you bring a dude in who looks like an extra, the third extra from The Sopranos. You bring that guy in to do this project.
Right.
Because of course he knows about pools. So you bring him in to do it. Okay. He has no concept of how to do this. Apparently he doesn't ask any questions. He doesn't bring in any real experts. What I'm thinking happened here is, I thought about this today. What I'm thinking happened here is they gave him the money and then he subcontracted it out.
That's what they all do.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking happened here. Gave him the money, then he gave somebody else like $100,000.
Right.
And then they were like, yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah.
And by the way, they didn't hire any Mexicans, nor any Latin people. They didn't hire any Latin people. Because this would have been done correctly if they had. We wouldn't be here right now. But because it's the Trump administration, they didn't hire anybody who could get this shit done, who knows a little bit about this. So here we are. They probably hired a bunch of South Africans.
Former farmers. This is.
Probably.
I thought the thing.
I'm just spitballing.
I thought it said 4 a.m. It was 4 p.m. that they say a woman reached in. Now there are people in the pool right here skimming the algae off it, right? But this is the video they put out. They're going to zoom in.
There's 4 people.
There's a woman right there. She puts her hand in the water to take out a little blue, a souvenir of.
It's probably floating on the water.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh look, guys, look what I found," and she puts her hand back in.
First of all,
maybe she's saving a sick duck or something.
First of all, no one's giving this woman up. That's the first thing. So
they're looking for this.
Say that right there. So good luck finding her. Yeah. Secondly, that's the best camera angle you got?
I mean, they had to zoom in. Look how far back it was.
Yeah. That's the zoom you got?
But that's not a 350-foot slit.
No. That's right by the edge of the pool.
Yeah. Like how are you going to get past all of the people guarding the pool to cut it?
Trey said, why is she putting her bare hands in there? I mean, she's got sanitizer in her purse. Man, everybody carries sanitizer now. How often are you going to get some shit like that, to get a souvenir like that? How often are you going to get a chance to get that? That's how I know she didn't tear the shit up. She's not even struggling.
No.
There was no thing of, let me just kind of brace my feet to
She's not
pull
doing
it.
The Pete Hegseth foot kick.
Yeah, none of that. She just reached in and got it. Because it was floating.
Yeah, it's the size of her hand is the piece that she pulled out.
Now look, she must be, as long as she didn't put her hand in her mouth afterward, I'm fine with it. Hey, don't put your hand in your mouth.
The park police is looking for this woman. They put out this video saying anyone with information can.
Look, that's the video. Even if I knew her, first of all, I think somebody said it best. Look, if you see somebody sticking their hand in that water to take something out, you didn't see anybody sticking their hand in that water to take something out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Yeah, someone knows her. She's someone who knows her would probably be able to recognize her from these pictures.
I'm not seeing shit in that picture.
But they don't have to turn her in either.
I don't see nothing.
If it's really that toxic, then she's gonna have to go to the emergency room anyway.
Right.
with her hand, her skin shriveling up on her hand.
There's hella goose shit in that water. So
there's a lot of goose shit in that water. Yeah.
There's also dead ducks in that water now too. That's another one.
Yeah, the ducks are dying. Maybe I thought she was trying to help a duck. Maybe she was trying to help a duck.
Probably the hydrogen peroxide. It can't be good swimming in hydrogen peroxide. That can't be good.
They should fill it. Maybe the whole pool should be hand sanitizer. That'd probably evaporate.
That pool area is a whole ecosystem. This fucking, no one thought, Jesus Christ. It's, we're just down, we're down bad.
But this is, now the Park Service they have to pick up the lie. Yeah. So they have to put out a statement saying the reflecting pool liner was cut with a knife.
Yeah.
Says
sure it was.
National Park Service.
Sure it was.
It's just like when Trump did the Sharpie to change the path of the hurricane because he couldn't admit that he said some shit that was not true. So he just changed the hurricane forecast to save face. It's a similar thing.
Have you ever seen those movies? You know, the movies where somebody's riding on a motorcycle and somebody's on the back and they're doing like a samurai sword or something on the ground that's dragging, doing sparks. Did somebody do that in the pool? Is that what happened?
That would be, yeah, we would have seen that, I think. There would have been a camera on that.
I would have thought we would have.
Probably.
I would have thought we would.
Unless it was Kid Rock. I could see him doing some shit like that. They'd let it slide if it was Kid Rock. So, yeah, it's just this story. It's just so hilarious that they have to now. Trump made up this lie that someone cut the lining and they have to all just kind of just go with it, which still doesn't explain the algae. It doesn't even explain the green water part. It's just the vandalism of the liner is one part of the story, which they made up. The algae is the part that's not made up. And they're just trying to make us forget that the water turned green. Not even just green. It was Mountain Dew green. It was as green as it
and it looks,
be.
and it's like an oily look to it.
Yeah.
Like a thick, oily look to it. And you're right, Trey. It didn't have to be this way. Could have just voted for the little black woman, but no, she's a cop with a I don't like her laugh. Fuck out of here.
I have a moral mandate to not
Millions
vote.
of people now are dead because of USID. He's going after Ro Khanna because Ro Khanna posted. Elon Musk is going after Ro Khanna because Ro Khanna posted studies that show that the loss of USAID has resulted in the deaths of hundreds of thousands of people and will projectedly result in the death of millions.
Right.
And Elon's like, no, it's not. I'm going to sue you. And O'Connell's like, I mean, okay.
All right, let's do it.
I'm just quoting the studies.
Let's do the discovery thing.
Okay. You want to get in discovery with me? That's fine. Let's do it.
DL said in the chat, didn't I have a story bookmarked for tonight? I had a couple, but I think maybe you're referring to the. There's two that I was just looking at on my list. One of them is Boomer Esiason weighs in on Caitlin Clark. The other one, what do you think he said?
This fucking guy.
The other one,
this fucking guy, man.
is the Canadian police chief who made a video.
That's it.
Calling out the officers on his force. That probably could have been an email.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should have all seen this.
Yeah.
This is Ottawa Police Chief Eric Stubbs. I guess this is the problem there.
I want to have a serious and an uncomfortable conversation with all of you. Change your behavior now.
Right off the bat.
Members are using our databases.
This is like a chopped up version. Cops are using databases to hit on women. Is what's
as their
going on.
own way to meet women. Seeing a woman at a coffee shop, coming out of a gym, driving next to them, getting their license plates, and running them on the system. We've seen members messaging vulnerable victims on calls that they've attended in an attempt to develop an intimate relationship. There's a clear need for OPS leadership to acknowledge that this issue remains present and to speak openly about it. Silence or minimization only allows the behavior to continue.
So,
you know what?
I bet cops have always done this, first of all.
Of course they have.
Male cops. Yeah. They see a hot woman, and they pull up next to her and get her license plate number, and then they find her information, and now they try to have a chance encounter with her. What he says, though, a woman calls the cops on a distress call.
Right.
And then the cop shows up and helps her out, and he's like, hey, she was kind of high. I'm going to call her back later.
Now, was this video supposed to be internal when it got leaked?
I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna Google it. I don't think so, because why would you make a video?
Because this is the kind of thing you do on a Zoom call. A lot more angry than this.
Where's the HR lady on this?
This is the kind of thing you do. But I'm also of the mind that, go ahead and do it and release it to the public. It's just so the public can know what the fuck y'all are dealing with. This is who the fuck. This is who the fuck.
Yeah, this is like being covered on the news as though he did this deliberately. He put out a video. That's how bad it is that the chief.
Yeah, I'm saying he's like, I got to handle this shit.
Right.
We're hearing from Ottawa's police chief, Eric Stubbs, for the first time tonight since he issued that video with a stark message to his officers about sexual misconduct within the police service. CTV's Leah Larocque joins us live now from City Hall, where an in-person meeting of the Police Services Board is currently taking.
Oh, this is like a scandal. Like people are showing up at meetings now to yell at the cops.
Leah?
Patricia, a pretty significant moment is happening right now. For the first time since he took over the force back in 2022, Police Chief Eric...
Why does every Canadian accent look like this woman's face? Every Canadian accent I've ever heard looks like her face talking. I swear to God.
And hers isn't even that thick, her actual accent.
No.
Right now, for the first time since he took over the force back in 2022, Police Chief Eric Stubbs is delivering his verbal report in person. That's because prior to this, for about 3 years, all of the meetings have been virtual. A key issue that is expected to be addressed today is sexual misconduct in the service and changing the workplace culture within the service. This comes after several.
Hey, girl, I don't know if you remember me, but you called me to get your cat out of a tree. Remember me, girl?
I mean, that's a pretty good line.
How about
I remember you, officer.
How about I see what's written on your kitten, if you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be quoting Naughty by Nature. But still. DL said if DoorDash drivers do it, cops will do it too. Yeah, I've heard those stories too, where a DoorDash driver will drop off the food, and like a hot girl answers, and then he texts her like, "Oh, you're so beautiful. Do you mind if I take you out sometime?" It's like, dude, she knows you drive for DoorDash.
Yeah,
you're not a a winner, probably. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disparage DoorDash drivers. I know someone got mad at us once for joking about that, but you know what I'm saying.
Profile.
When I worked at Pizza Hut, I would have never thought.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a Pizza Hut hat and a Pizza Hut shirt, and I smell like pizza. I'm going to hit on this girl. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe it's different when you're a cop and you have a uniform.
And an internal video was obtained by CTV News where the chief told officers to change their behavior or quit. Earlier today,
oh, okay. The video was obtained.
Told officers to, after several high-profile incidents, and an internal video was obtained by CTV.
Internal video. Internal video.
Okay. Somebody leaked it to the police. Who?
It's one of the cops who thinks he should be allowed to hit on ladies.
Okay. So if you're a cop and you leak this, how do you think that this is going to go good for anybody? How do you think that? Because if you leak something, that's usually when you leak something, that means you think something is bad. That's why you link it.
It's one of the cops who doesn't like that they're being called out for this shit.
Okay, I get that. You leaked it because you thought that this video was bad. So how do you think you leaking it is going to make it good? Because that's why you leak things to the press, because you think that by leaking this, it's going to be good. That's how whistleblowers work. Like, I leak this and then a good thing happens. So how is you leaking this video going to help?
You think that the public opinion will be on your side.
How is that possible?
Because you're delusional. You're just as delusional as those MAGA people that were talking to MSNBC.
High-profile incidents, and an internal video was obtained by CTV News where the chief told officers to change their behavior or quit.
What about you're fired? What about that part? What do you mean, or quit? Maybe this is a Canada thing.
When Stubbs spoke with reporters, he wouldn't say what the result has been just yet since that video was released, if there were any officers who were being investigated or if any had left. Some change.
None of them left. Of course not. How are they going to meet ladies? They got to keep this job.
I'm leaving my job.
Hey, girl, I know your house is on fire, but so am I.
I'm still fixated on.
And then he plays a Springsteen song. When you leak
something to the press, how does this make it better?
Changes that are coming.
How?
Within the service is early intervention.
Hey, girl, I know you just got shot, but I'm going to shoot my shot, if you know what I'm saying. What are you doing later when you get out of the hospital?
The police chief is trying to make things better. He's trying. Okay?
In a very Canadian way.
Yes, but he's trying. He's working on the problem, He's working on the problem.
They will be creating an advisory committee, and there will be a greater focus on early intervention.
The only thing I can think is that whoever leaked the video, this would be the best scenario here. Whoever leaked the video didn't think that what the chief was doing was working.
Maybe the chief leaked it.
We need to, it could be, it could have been the chief was like, look, I tried with the video and these motherfuckers ain't stopping. So
right. They didn't play
my own video.
I sent the video to 200 people. It's got 3 views.
Yeah. So I'm about to leak this shit to the press and these motherfuckers won't, and then good luck.
Right.
We have failed, but we failed forward. We have picked ourselves.
Hey, girl, I know someone stole your car, but you're stealing my heart right now. What are you doing later? You need a ride?
Oh, he sent the female deputy chief out there. That motherfucker. He didn't even go out there himself.
He's failed forward. We have picked ourselves up and continue to do it. And,
Anthony had a good point in the chat. Was it a female officer that leaked it?
I don't want to say we're looking at her. But
we might be looking. I mean, that makes the most sense, actually.
Yeah, I don't want to.
All jokes aside, it makes the most sense that there were some ladies on the force that didn't like all this. Unless the women on the force are also running men's license plates that they see at the gym.
Why gotta be men's, Andy?
Could be women. Women don't need to do that. They can just walk up to a dude and start talking to him.
I'm not saying dude. I'm saying other
a lady.
Women.
Could be a lady.
Could be a lady to lady. Could be lady to man. We don't know.
Yep.
My role here as the highest ranked woman in the organization is to leave it better than I found it and leave better than it is now.
This is not getting this done by Monday.
Okay, this is the chief again. This is the chief back. He's on camera for real.
I was like, he's trotting her out.
A measured approach that is going to take some time, and it's always hard to measure, isn't it? The out results, but we'll know over time if we've made a difference or not.
He's so Canadian.
I think that based on that interview, he leaked it.
I could see that.
He wasn't getting the results that he wanted. He was like, fucking fine. Okay, y'all pushed me.
This is as forceful as I can be.
Fucking fine.
I can't really put my foot down beyond this.
Just based on the strength of that interview, I think he leaked it.
Well, he was right. He's right. Cops shouldn't be doing that. So however he wants to approach it.
Yeah.
This shaming the whole department.
Yeah.
Could actually work, But
I think he was on I'll do this with the video first and they'll act right. Oh, y'all ain't acting right? Fine. I'm going to tell this. I'm going to take this shit to the press. But I can't just say, take it to the press. So it'll get leaked. Wink, wink.
Deputy Chief Trish Ferguson also told reporters that one possibility could be that officers will be signing a code of conduct when joining the service. But
they don't already do that? Wait, there's no code of conduct?
It could be that officers will be signing a code of conduct when joining the service. But again, saying there is.
Fucking Canada with their honor system.
Yeah, that seems like. I don't think I don't know. I don't know enough about police. No, police here have to sign a code of conduct, though. That seems like something that whatever their union wouldn't allow.
I mean, any office job, you're gonna probably sign, especially like government contracting work. You have, rules and codes of conduct that you have to acknowledge that you read and all that kind of stuff.
No quick fix. Now, this is expected to be a lengthy meeting. In addition to addressing the path forward for police in terms of addressing that workplace culture, we're also going to hear the annual report of use of force. They're going to be talking about OC Transpo Special Constables, plans for Canada Day. But of course, the big focus is changing that pattern of behavior that Eric Stubbs addressed.
I want to hear specific stories of things these cops have done, like to run license plates and counter women and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
It's all very vague. The way he's coming at it, it seems like it's a fucking problem, Change your behavior or quit.
Yeah.
I can't fire you, but delete your account.
Fuck out of here, man.
That's the abuse of power. That's the abuse of power that you got to deal with in Canada.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Ugh. Fucking Canadians. Let's bring this one home on fucking Canadians. Jen, you got here just as we're wrapping it up. Really? Really?
Well, you're on YouTube. You can just rewind the stream. So
yeah. Matter of fact, Jen, I was just pointing someone in the direction of Engine Design who was she was asking me about a shirt I had on. And I was like, you should get some stuff here. She was like, does she do work? Does she make shirts? I was like, yes, she does. She's like, I'll be reaching out to her. So we'll see if that happens. So you may have some work coming your way.
Drumming up business.
Maybe. Maybe. Hopefully. Listen, thanks guys for coming in with us today. I know you would. That's why I was like, go talk to her here to give her the website. I was like, reach out to her through the website. She does work. We were talking about Juneteenth shirts. It was on Juneteenth. We were talking about Juneteenth shirts. So we shall see. Hey, thanks guys for coming in tonight. Appreciate y'all as always for doing that. Y'all be sure to come on back on Saturday. Brother Mark said hello to everybody. He is still working his ass off. He said hello to everybody. I think we're going to meet tomorrow afternoon. I'm taking him to Ben's for lunch.
Oh, Ben's Chili Bowl?
Yeah.
Reopened after what? Are they remodeled or something?
Some work over there. I think we're going to go over there. Actually, we're not going to lunch because we're going to do an early afternoon dinner because I got to do some stuff for daughter went up to Mason the other day, walked around all day, like 9:30 to 6. Tuesday.
Just walking around, just walking the earth and learning the campus?
No, well, they sent them through the things, and they looked at financial stuff and all the class stuff. So tomorrow we're going to go to lunch, but she's got to do things where she talks about picking her classes. I said, well, I guess I should probably be here when she does that on the Zoom call. So let me.
Well, she's going to pick all the.
Be a good father and whatever.
Right.
You know?
I mean, you're going to approve of the choices she makes, right? Unless she chooses some.
My schooling.
Unless she chooses some crazy shit.
You know, my usual thing is like, don't take any classes before 8. I'm that guy.
Right. Trust me on this one.
Don't do any of that dumb shit. Don't take any classes before. Don't take classes at 8.
You're gonna think I can get up for that. You're not gonna get up for that.
You're not gonna get up.
No. First 2. You'll get to 2, the first 2, and then you'll stop.
Yeah, don't do it. Particularly when they tell you, when you realize you don't have to go to class, you're not going to go. So don't fucking do no stupid shit like that.
It's cold out.
You take them 10 a.m. classes and you sign up early because them shits fill up.
Right.
There's a reason why. You know, I'm going to tell her all that shit. You know, no classes before 8, no classes before 9. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Even 10's cutting it.
Yeah, I mean, she gets up early though, so. But yeah, 10's a stretch. So I guess I'll do that with her tomorrow. We'll talk about that. She's supposed to meet with her advisor or whatever. Don't need me there, but you know, she likes having one of us there in the beginning. So I will be there. So listen, y'all come back Saturday. We'll be here for y'all. Thanks so much for coming in with us. We appreciate y'all as always.
Also,
Trey says she an early riser. Not super early, but I mean, if you let her, what she will do is stay up half the goddamn night because YouTube doesn't end. So
they want your eyes on videos. They're going to keep recommending shit. The next, not this Saturday, but the Saturday after that one is July 4th is on a Saturday. So
yeah,
what to figure out. I don't think we're going to have, I don't have any daytime plans that day for sure.
Know. I don't know what I'm doing. To tell you the truth.
So that might be. Maybe we'll have a different schedule that day. Who knows?
I haven't even thought about it.
Yeah, the 3rd is Friday. That's when everybody has a day off because it's observed as a day off on Friday the 3rd, and then the actual. If you want to go down to D.C. and see the fireworks and take part in the
please,
you
know what
fair.
we didn't talk about? What we need to talk about Saturday? Fucking Cash Patel's girl sang.
Oh, really?
We need to show video.
How'd she get that gig?
I can't imagine.
She sang like "Proud to Be an American" or some similar type songs.
He's there. The chat is weighing in. The chat is weighing in on how they took the early classes. Jen said she took the 755. Damn.
Oh, that's rough.
Living on campus though, so that's rough.
Still, it's cold out. You gotta walk.
7:55. That means you got to get up at 7:35.
To
get to class.
I guess if you rush out the door, maybe.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You go to that shit in pajamas. Give a shit. You're in college. What are you gonna do? Ain't no dress
Kids wear
code.
pajamas anyway to everywhere. They're out.
Ain't no
they're
dress
out in the
code.
world with pajamas on. So, maybe we'll talk about the state fair on the mall on Saturday because they have a mock up of Trump's arch down there. They have a big Ferris wheel down there now.
Fucking bad.
Probably deep fried Snickers bars.
Your mama wants to know if you're going to celebrate the white man's independence. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read Frederick Douglass's treatise on the 4th of July. Maybe I'll read that during the podcast. Saturday.
Page 3. And it just goes.
And I think I have the collected poems of Langston Hughes. Unless I'm mistaken, I think he wrote one about the 4th of July too. So
the white man's independence.
Yep. White man's independence.
White.
So y'all come on back Saturday. Azriel in the chat is saying, Zariel is saying, had a 9:05, couldn't make it on time. Yep. There you go.
That's rough.
Yeah.
You get to the first 2 and then you don't ever get there on time anymore.
Yeah. 9:05 was rough. Yeah. I will be schooling her on all this, by the way. So.
Right.
Also, she's living on campus. I'm like, just spread your classes out over the week. Take 2 here, 2 there. Spread them out over the week.
Experience is the teacher. People are going to think they can do something. And they're like, oh, that was a mistake. And then they never do it again.
Yeah.
So that's part of it too.
Spread them out over the week. Give yourself time to study.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't rush yourself.
Yeah. You ain't got a job. So, spread them out over the week. You got a job now, but you probably won't have a job then unless I put you and convince your ass to take work study.
Work at the bookstore, work at the food court. There's places.
Food court, work in the bookstore.
Yeah.
Work a little bit. And
it'd be the kid at the information desk when parents walk in, like, can you tell me where the dean's office is? And,
so it's right over there, sir.
Right over there. There's always jobs like that.
Yeah, you sit there with a book, just sit at a desk with a book,
or an iPad these days.
An iPad, just look at your laptop. We got to buy our laptop too. Jesus, I got to talk to you about that. Andy. We got to buy our laptop.
Oh, she has to have one, I guess, these days, right? You can't.
I don't know if she has to, but we're gonna buy her one.
Yeah,
be a Costco special.
If she's in the Apple ecosystem, the MacBook Neo, they just bumped the price up by $100, but it's still a good deal, and you can get $100 off with an education discount.
May do that.
That's if she's in the Apple ecosystem. It depends. Those are like it was $600, but $500 with the education discount, and I think they just bumped it up by $100. I don't know if it's taken effect. Costco sells them too, but
get her something. I don't know if we get her a Mac.
That's the cheapest Mac. The Mac, the 13-inch.
I don't know if she needs a Mac. We'll talk about it because I don't know if she needs a Mac or not.
That's like if she's in that ecosystem that Apple put one out for people who want to get into that 600 range.
Yeah,
because it was all Windows laptops at that range for years, and so you can go cheaper than that too. They'll have back to school sales too. So
we gotta get her a laptop.
Yeah,
so she'll have a laptop to work on at school.
Right.
All right, y'all. Thanks so much. By the way, y'all are going to be buying her a laptop because where that money's going. Thank you, Trey. Refurbished Mac too. Yeah, I'll look into refurbished. Although her mother probably won't allow that to happen, but we'll look into it.
It's got a warranty then.
As long as it's got a warranty, I'm good. And I agree with Reggie. Mac will probably get her all the way through. So
the Neo just it doesn't have a lot of storage, but these days everything is in the cloud, so people don't use up their storage.
Yeah.
That's a lot of those like cheaper laptops though.
Also, she's looking to take creative writing class because she's been writing graphic novels, so she'll need something to write on. So
right.
Shit, I need something to write on. Maybe I should buy another Mac.
Can I borrow your Mac? Take her computer.
Dad.
Are you going to class? Do you need your computer while you're out?
You need your computer? You sure? Leave it here.
Can I grab it? Cool.
Let me hold on for a second. I got to write something.
Cool.
All right, listen, we'll see y'all Saturday. Thanks so much for coming in with us. And we appreciate y'all as always. Jen, we'll be here Saturday. Please come a little earlier. We like having you in the chat. Not to say we don't like the rest of y'all. We love all y'all in the chat. By the way, if you listen to this, get behind the paywall with us. We have a good time back there. There's a lot of stuff waiting on you back there for you.
If you are listening to this and you're not a patron, you can also subscribe to our channel on YouTube and get all the notifications. We go live every Thursday night, public for everyone. And if you don't want to miss that, you can subscribe on YouTube and do all the things on YouTube that notify you when we're going live.
As Zariel was, so it's an art major, as you know. It's an art major. I think digital art, maybe. It's an art major. It's the art major they offer. It's a broad thing, but it's an art major that they offer. I was trying to get her to go to Howard or Hampton, but they didn't have a good art major. So it's for what she wants.
Right.
Mason just happens to have a really good art major. So there we go.
Plus it's close.
Yeah. And there we go. All right. Thanks, guys. We appreciate y'all as always. And we will see y'all soon. I'm Randolph Terrence.
I'm Andy Klein.
And this has been 3 Guys On. And we are out.